Imagine transforming your moments of worship into a true connection with heaven, where every word sung becomes a direct bridge between you and God. In this video, we will explore how singing the Psalms can renew your worship and transform your spiritual life in a unique and powerful way. Today, you will discover that the Psalms are not just words written in an ancient book, but true instruments of spiritual connection, emotional healing, and unity in faith. The Psalms hold a special place in the Bible. They are a collection of songs and poems that express every human emotion: joy, sorrow, gratitude, repentance, and praise. Mostly written by David, they were used as hymns in the worship of the people of Israel. Imagine the impact of these words when they were sung in the ancient temples, filling the hearts of worshipers with reverence and hope. Today, these same words have the power to renew our spirit and bring freshness to our worship, whether individually or in community. The Psalms are timeless. They speak of eternal truths, which is why they remain so relevant. When you sing a psalm, you are not just reciting words. You are joining generations of believers who have also found refuge and strength in these texts. For example, Psalm 23, with its comforting words about the care of the Good Shepherd, has been sung for centuries in moments of joy and tribulation. Psalm 100, with its invitation to joyful worship, is a constant reminder that God is worthy of all praise. And Psalm 91 reminds us of divine protection, bringing peace and security to the heart. Each psalm contains a richness that can be explored through singing. Singing the Psalms offers three main benefits that can transform your spiritual life. The first is deep spiritual connection. Singing the Psalms creates an environment where the heart opens to God in a unique way. The words become more than letters on the page. They transform into a living dialogue with the Creator. Imagine singing Psalm 42, "As the deer pants for streams of water, so my soul pants for you, my God." This act is like an intensified prayer, where your soul speaks directly to God. The second benefit is emotional transformation. The Psalms have the power to heal. When you sing words like those in Psalm 34, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted," these truths penetrate deeply into your being, bringing comfort and hope. Singing the Psalms allows you to express emotions that you might not be able to verbalize on your own. It is like spiritual therapy that aligns your soul with God's promises. The third benefit is the strengthening of community. When a congregation sings the Psalms, something extraordinary happens. Voices unite in one purpose, creating a sense of unity and mutual strengthening. Psalm 133 celebrates this union. How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. Singing the Psalms in a group connects us not only to one another, but also to the greater purpose of glorifying God together. In ancient times, the Psalms were sung as hymns in the Temple of Jerusalem, accompanied by instruments like harps and cymbals. These songs not only filled the environment with praise, but also united the people in a common purpose: to glorify God. Many of these liturgical practices continue to inspire sacred music today. Now that you know the benefits, how can we incorporate singing the Psalms into our daily routines? First, try starting with a short and well-known psalm, like Psalm 23. Take these words and create a simple melody. It doesn't have to be elaborate. What matters is that it comes from the heart. Sing during your prayer time, when you wake up, or before you go to sleep. Make it a habit and see how your connection with God deepens. Another way to use the Psalms is to introduce them into moments of collective worship. If you are a worship leader or part of a group, choose a psalm and transform it into a congregational song. For example, Psalm 100 can be sung as a hymn of celebration and gratitude. Use simple instruments or even just voices to create an atmosphere of sincere worship. Additionally, take advantage of modern resources to enrich your experience. There are apps and websites that help you find melodies or musical versions of the Psalms. Explore these tools and see which ones fit best into your routine. Another tip is to look for versions of the Psalms that have already been adapted into contemporary songs. Often, these versions can serve as inspiration or a starting point for your own adaptation. If you don't feel confident in your musical ability, don't worry. Start simply by reciting the Psalms aloud, letting a melody naturally come to your mind. Another option is to search for musical versions available online to accompany you. The testimonies of people who have started singing the Psalms are inspiring. Mara, a worship leader, shared that by incorporating the Psalms into her devotional routine, she experienced a transformation in her faith. She describes how singing Psalm 121, "I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from?" brought a new dimension to her worship. Another example is Lucas, who began using the Psalms in his small Bible study group. He says that this not only strengthened relationships within the group, but also brought a new enthusiasm for collective worship. Anna, a young mother, started singing the Psalms as a way to soothe her baby during restless nights. She discovered that these words not only brought peace to her home, but also renewed her own faith during challenging moments. Marcos, a musician, found in the Psalms an inexhaustible source of inspiration to compose new songs that deeply touched the hearts of his church. These examples show that singing the Psalms is not just an ancient practice, but a living and powerful tool for today. It doesn't matter if you are an experienced musician or someone who only sings during personal prayer moments. What matters is the sincerity of the heart. The Psalms are for everyone. If you want to renew your worship, here are some tips. Choose Psalms that correspond to the moment you are experiencing. For moments of gratitude, sing Psalm 136, which repeats, "His love endures forever." For moments of mourning or difficulty, Psalm 46 offers comfort. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Adapt the Psalms to your reality and let them become your sung prayers. Incorporate your family or friends into these moments. Invite them to sing a psalm together, creating a special moment of fellowship. If you play an instrument, use it to accompany the singing. If not, use your voice and let simplicity be part of the experience. Now, let's recap what we've covered in this video. The Psalms are an inexhaustible source of inspiration and spiritual power. Singing the Psalms brings connection, healing, and unity. They can transform not only your moments of worship, but your life as a whole. Today, choose a psalm and start singing it. Experience what it means to worship God in a new and profound way. In the comments, share how you use the Psalms in your daily life. What is your favorite psalm and why? Let's create a community of worship where we can inspire each other to experience the transformative power of worship. If this content touched your heart, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this video with friends or your church. Let's transform the way we worship together and bring spiritual renewal to our lives and communities. May the Psalms be a living gift in your walk with God.